Hayworth is often remembered as a glamorous, Tinseltown femme fatale and iconic pinup star who captivated the world during the mid-20th century. However, beyond her stunning on-screen persona and the media's relentless fascination with her, she was a shy and sensitive woman who faced a tumultuous life. Despite achieving fame, her personal relationships were fraught with challenges. Marked by a series of failed marriages, one of the most significant yet heartbreaking chapters of her life was her romance with the legendary Orson Welles, a filmmaker hailed as one of the greatest and most influential in cinema history. Although Welles brought her moments of happiness and was even described by Rita as the greatest love of her life, their relationship was far from perfect. Welles, despite his brilliance, was not always the best partner, and his regrets over how he treated Hayworth would haunt him for the rest of his life. Their love story remains a poignant reminder of the highs and lows of life in Hollywood. Rita Hayworth, born Margarita Carmen Cancino in Brooklyn in 1928, was the eldest child of two dancers. Her father, Eduardo Cancino, was of Romani heritage from Castilleja de la Cuesta, a small town near Seville, Spain. Her mother, Volga Hayworth, was an Irish-American performer in the theater scene, known for her work with the Ziegfeld Follies. Rita faced numerous challenges from a young age. At just 12 years old, her father made her perform at casinos as his dance partner, and her upbringing was marked by strict discipline and relentless practice, leaving her little time to play or socialize with children her age. The family later moved to Southern California, closer to the Mexican border, where Rita performed in nightclubs in Tijuana under her father's direction. In 1937, at the age of 19, Rita married her first husband, Eddie Judson, who was nearly twice her age. Her parents disapproved of the marriage, believing Judson had selfish motives. According to Barbara Leeming's biography, If This Was Happiness, Rita admitted she married Judson for love, but he saw her as an investment. During their 5-year marriage, Judson focused on advancing her career, treating her as if she lacked individuality and controlling much of her life. While he played a role in helping her rise to fame, Rita later shared that he also took financial advantage of her success. Before their marriage ended, Eddie Judson controlled nearly every aspect of Rita's life, often prioritizing publicity over her well-being. He dictated her appearance, insisting on medical procedures to alter her hairline and dyeing her hair auburn to make her look less Latin. Over time, Rita became known as one of the most cooperative and submissive actresses in Hollywood. Judson's control, however, went beyond her appearance. He reportedly encouraged her to engage in inappropriate relationships with influential Hollywood figures, hoping to secure favors and opportunities for her career. When Rita refused to comply with such demands, it led to tension with powerful individuals, including Columbia Pictures studio head Harry Cohn, with whom she had signed a lucrative contract. As her career gained momentum, Rita changed her name to sound more American, distancing herself from her heritage. She soon became a household name, starring in films alongside Fred Astaire, captivating audiences with her talent and charisma. However, her personal life continued to suffer. Estranged from her family and enduring Judson's cruelty, Rita finally filed for divorce in 1942. A couple of years later, she found love again and married a man she would later describe as the great love of her life. Orson Welles was a significant upgrade from Rita Hayworth's previous marriage. A renowned filmmaker and actor, Welles had already seen Hayworth's pinup photos before they met, and like many others, assumed she embodied the seductive femme fatale persona portrayed in the media. However, when they met in person, he was surprised to find that she was far from the sultry image. Instead, Rita was a shy, insecure young woman, trying to find her place in the world, just like anyone else. Welles quickly made her feel comfortable in his circle. To help her open up, he pretended to read her mind, which, to his surprise, encouraged her to engage in conversation and correct him. This playful approach helped them bond. By 1943, they were married, during a lunch break between takes on the set of CoverGirl. Although they couldn't enjoy a honeymoon due to her filming schedule, they were thrilled to be together. Their union quickly became known as one of the happiest in Hollywood. Rita moved in with Welles at his grand mansion, seeking a break from the pressures of her stardom. By this point, she was fed up with acting and longed for a life outside of the spotlight. Welles, too, was eager to escape Hollywood's grasp and focus on his political ambitions. In an effort to please her new husband, Rita fully supported his pursuits, reading his books, backing his political aspirations, and later giving birth to his child. Despite Rita's efforts to be everything Orson Welles wanted, their relationship gradually unraveled. Welles showed little interest in creating a stable home life with Hayworth. Whenever she suggested buying a home to raise their family, he rejected the idea, expressing that he didn't want the responsibility of domestic life. In fact, he told her that he regretted marrying her, as it interfered with his freedom. While Hayworth was pregnant with their daughter, Wells began an affair with Gloria Vanderbilt, and his infidelity didn't stop there. He continued to cheat with various women, including Judy Garland. Wells became increasingly detached from his wife, showing little regard for her emotional needs. In response, Rita struggled with alcoholism, becoming volatile and erratic. Eventually, these issues led to their divorce in 1947. Before the split, Hayworth starred in Gilda, a role that would become one of her most iconic and provocative. After her marriage to Wells, Hayworth married 3 more times, had high-profile affairs, but never found the same spark she once had with Orson. Each of these marriages ended in divorce, and the flings left her feeling increasingly lost. Looking back, Orson Welles would later express regret over how he treated Rita. He acknowledged that she had the most profound impact on his life and was one of his greatest regrets. After Orson Welles, Rita Hayworth struggled to find lasting happiness, despite her star status from Gilda. She had always longed for domestic bliss rather than the limelight, so in 1949 she stepped away from Hollywood again to marry Prince Ali Khan. However, this marriage was fraught with difficulties, and they divorced after just 4 years. Rita returned to Hollywood and appeared in a few more films, including Miss Sadie Thompson, 1953, and They Came to Cordura, 1959. Despite these appearances, her career began to fade in the 1960s with few memorable roles, and by 1972, her involvement in The Wrath of God marked the end of her Hollywood career. In 1980, Hayworth was diagnosed with early-onset Alzheimer's disease. Though symptoms had been apparent as early as 1960, she passed away on May 14, 1987, at the age of 68 in New York City. Being a Hollywood star is both a blessing and a curse. Fame and fortune can seem like a dream come true if that's all you care about, but if love and family are your priorities, stardom can deeply challenge those values. Rita Hayworth, despite all her success, passed away without ever finding the peace and happiness she longed for. Orson Welles, the love of her life, ultimately let her down. What do you think? Did Orson make a huge mistake by taking Rita for granted? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Before you go, show us some love by giving this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to tap the bell for notifications so you'll be one of the first to see our latest videos as soon as they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon with more fascinating videos covering your favorite Hollywood stars.